You'll have to go through us first. How strong your steel, Autobots? How quick the conquest?
If you thought Bone Crusher was a big beefy bastard, just wait till you meet this bigger, beefier bastarder.
Nice one.
Now we can finally get into some unknown territory. Long Haul is the textbook definition of taking the bulk too seriously. This boy is big. Details and paint on this dude are spot on. Long Haul has always been the only Constructicon I could really remember the name of well enough.
Mixmaster is right here, you know.
Sculpt on this dude is spot on, with his big ass lower legs and stubby little arms, and somehow this is having the same issues Bone Crusher had, but instead of crashing and burning, is completely embracing them. That black and green color breakup is also helping out this guy a lot, and he's the only one of these guys to come with a blaster molded in 2 different plastics, which I ought to mention now before I forget, but the plastic used on all these Constructicons doesn't feel the same as the plastic they use for most other figures. The best way I could describe it is having a toyetic feel to them. It's not too glossy or fragile feeling. This here is genuine tough, durable material, which ironically fits the characters, Long Haul especially. Getting back on topic though, despite having these wonky proportions, Long Haul poses better than some of his teammates, and that's surprising coming from the walking tank. Also, something to note is how posable these little arms are and his double jointed knees, which are definitely a byproduct of his transformation, and speaking of which, could be done with my eyes closed. And if you couldn't sense that toyetic feeling before, you gotta be sensing it now with how squished this dump truck mode is.
And because of how he's designed, the dump truck cannot dump. Oh well, you win some, you lose some.
And now to get to the part I need to address. They gave the dump truck a trailer. Where do I even begin?
Hey, just be glad they didn't give the Jet a trailer. Oh my gosh, they totally did that.
If there was any way they were gonna do this, this probably is the best way they could have done it, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wait, you're not upset with this?
Nah, not really. Just wait till I get to Superion and then you'll see what upset looks like. Like I was saying, this was probably the best way Hasbro could have tackled this parts for me, because there are just parts on Devastator that absolutely needed this, or else we would have just had Combiner Wars 2.0. Which is kind of what SS86 is secretly attempting to be. Of course, this is mainly just the waist and thighs with the forearms sticked onto the back, but for what it's worth, they tried selling this to us as some sort of artillery pack, to which I say, good try. Not like the green and purples ruined the immersion just a tad. Props to Hasbro for actually basing this on a real life thing and not just having it being unnecessary baggage on the back for no reason at all, like a certain other overpriced commander.
Huh. That went better than expected.